My name is Estefania Valladolid, and I was saved by harm reduction. I grew up in a very violent home that was full of alcoholism. Seeing so much violence at home growing up left me in the trenches. I was using drugs and I was using alcohol. I was in and out of friends' homes and living in a car at that moment. Life in the streets while using drugs was very lonely, very dark, very unpredictable. It was very scary, not knowing what the night is gonna look like. I got exposed to the harm reduction program, and honestly, that's where everything just changed for me. I was transformed. I went through the harm reduction program, the 8-week program, and I graduated, and shortly after, I was hired by Estefania. We're gonna get ready to head to outreach today and just gonna chat.
So the county, in an effort to reduce overdose deaths and to better engage folks who use drugs that are in our communities, has expanded its efforts to reach those community members by partnering with organizations that have been doing harm reduction work in the community for decades. Some of them, like Bienestar, have hired people who have gone through a program, our workforce development program. This program was set up to make sure that people with lived experience had access to training and a certification that was recognized so they can move into these jobs, because we know people with lived experience do the work right.
Fentanyl testing strips, we'll give you about 10 since you distribute them. Any xylazine testing strips? Yes. Our day-to-day mission is to service the community, and we load up the van every single day with the supplies that are needed. And we outreach through different areas in our city. We distribute Narcan and fentanyl testing strips. We distribute xylazine strips, hygiene kits, wound care. And our goal is to just build relationship with them so that we can keep them coming. Hey, Christine, how are you, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
People like Estefania, she makes us feel like everything's gonna be okay. She comes down once a week or whatever, and helps us out, and she's kind of a lifesaver. A lot of people don't know the journey and the struggles that we go through like she does. So yeah, when she's here, it makes a huge difference. When we look at her and seeing that she's recovered from it, it gives us that little bit of light of hope, I guess. Seeing that somebody, people like us really can recover and move on with our lives.
So Christine is an amazing person who I've worked with in the encampment for the past 2 years. And she is like the little mayor of the encampment here. The way I build the trust with her is obviously telling her my own story, kind of identifying each other and one another, having that common ground together. She shares her story with me and I shared my story with her, and we realized we have so much more in common. You want Narcan, fentanyl testing strips?
Yeah.
Estefania's lived experience plays a role in her success in this work because she is able to put herself in people's shoes, and she knows what they're going through. She knows the habits that they have because she has gone through it herself.
Harm reduction and overdose prevention work saves lives. And this work is impactful. It's critically impactful and needed right at this moment, and it cannot be done without people with lived experience connecting with our community members.
I would have really appreciated someone guiding me and someone being there when I felt really alone. I would have had someone like myself out there where I could, on a weekly basis, go to and confide in, like the participants do with me. It would have made it so much easier for me to forgive myself. It would have helped to be seen back when I wasn't seen. I see myself in them, and I'm able to be there for that person. It heals that part of me that was so alone.